We have more youth in our facility all the time, feeding them than we've ever had before. And then the sad reality is there are so many other service providers that have been not been able to keep their services running. So more and more young people are reaching out to us for help, for food, for connection. And the pandemic has pushed many people who were on the margins into homelessness. So tragically, the demand for our services is astronomically increased. So one of the first ways we generally meet young people is we have a street outreach program. So we have Covenant House vans, and they drive out every night and on the weekends to show young people they're worthy of being pursued. And we take food, clothing, hygiene packets, and any basic necessities young people would need who are still out on the streets. And our street outreach teams, they're heroes. They have not stopped. So that, I think, is something we're incredibly proud of, that none of our programs have stopped. So they're going out still every night to see young people and to take more food. And what they're seeing is that there are substantially more youth out there, and everybody's hungrier because, again, there are less places for them to go to access food. So our food costs went up over 40% in the first month of the pandemic and just continued to rise. We're now closer to 60% higher than we were 6 months ago today. So to put it in perspective, we can create meals at Covenant House for a little bit less than $2. So that grant that you gave us allowed us to serve 13,000 meals that we would have otherwise not been able to do, or had to look for additional funding to do that. So that connection between people being more hungry, and when they're more hungry, that's when they're more desperate and they turn to things that are not could land them in jail or get them hurt. So yeah, so we're still outreaching, and sadly there are just more people that need us than ever.
We actually wanted to do a little bit more. So we'd like to award an additional grant of $52,900 to Covenant House.
Oh my gosh. You guys are just, wow, I really thought this was just a check-in. You are good. You are good at the surprises. I'm overwhelmed. Wow. Whew.